there's certain things in life that bring me joy.
Fixing a dinky sunglass? Okay, I'm happy for you. That's
I'm
good.
just saying, money isn't everything in life. And
Definitely not. But there's a point in your life where you have to be responsible enough to know that money is the reason why the world goes round. And if you don't have money, you're going to struggle more.
That's exactly my point. Money's pretty much nothing. I hated money. I hated the whole structure of the system of society. I hated it my whole life. I've been anti. I've been punk rock. I've been anti.
Yeah.
You know,
being anti is, I don't get it.
I used to talk about anarchy and creating my own society in the woods and growing our own food. And
I didn't know him then, boys.
I realized at a certain point in my life that you have to play the game. And saving money is part of playing the game. And if you can be responsible, responsibility is the backbone of every successful person.
Yeah.
If you can say, you know what? I'm not going to spend money on gambling. Like, yeah, I want to gamble, but if I have $1,000 and I put $900 into a savings account and I gamble with $100 and I still get the same feeling,
yeah,
I'm making headway. So all that being said, I could talk about this for hours. Anyway, I think 30 years old in this day and age, between 25 and 30 is a really, really good time to own property. Mm-hmm. And the markets go up and down, and you're really going to want to be buying when the market's low, but you can't always do that. Mm-hmm. So 25 is a really good age to at least have a couple tens of thousands saved. I think by 30, if you don't have $50,000 saved up, you need to reassess. Or you have a down payment on a house already.
That's facts.
But a lot of people, not everybody can get in that situation. So some people do have to rent. Some people, have to pay for their car from a young age.
Well, I think we were fortunate enough to not really have to do all of that. Like some of it, of course, Ben paid for a lot of his own stuff. But I feel like if you're at that age, wait, what was you gonna say? Sorry,
go
just
ahead.
cut you off.
No,
I was just gonna say that we always say that you live within your means. So if you are renting, the way to do it is you rent something that's maybe not as nice, or as you get a 1 bedroom instead of a 2 bedroom, and you're paying less, and then extra money that you'd be spending towards rent you're just putting away. Because I feel like renting, you can do it if you have to, but you just have to. I feel like people in this world, in our society, we all just live beyond our means. A lot of people do.
Social media is a really messed up thing, and it's really challenging for young people to live a life these days. Because back in the day, you put your head down. Someone doesn't see you for a month or two. You put your head down. You're working. You're saving money. You're building yourself. Not only building your financially, you're building yourself confidence. You're learning more. You're growing.
Yeah.
Nowadays, everything is a flex. I see people at the Phillies game. No offense, I'm stoked for the Phillies, but I see people at the Phillies game buying $600 Phillies tickets. They eat out every night, $60 meals, and they don't have $1 to their name. They spend all their monies on a Philly ticket so they could put it on their Instagram story for nobody to see. That's
facts, but I am jealous, and I have FOMO of those people that go to the Phillies games. Because then there's the question of this. Not that we were going to go to the Phillies game, but we are financially stable enough to buy Phillies tickets and to go out to dinner once in a while. And Ben's almost so kind of focused and stays I feel like you don't even want to enjoy the wealth of, what's it called when you enjoy something of the
riches of your spoils or something like that.
Maybe that was a little fairy tale-ish, but something like that, the joys of your I don't know. There's something.
Yeah, the spoils of your plunder.
Is that it?
Something like that.
Okay, but
let me see. I'm gonna look.
I feel like sometimes you don't even we are financially stable to go to a World Series game, but when does it become?
The spoils of your labor.
Yeah, the spoils of your labor.
The fruits of your labor. What's wrong with me?
What's wrong with this?
Well, there's a lot.
Yeah, there's definitely
enjoy the spoils.
Yeah, there's a few.
Yeah.
If you typed in that and it said the labor thing, yeah.
And enjoying the fruits of your labor. I do enjoy the fruits of my labor.
But you enjoy the fruits of your labor
differently.
And I'm just saying there is a way to, I think, have both in life. And sometimes I feel like if you do take a step back, which me and Ben have been doing lately, that you kind of see what's important, and you kind of see what. Yeah. Not that a Phillies game at the World Series is important, but it's kind of even sitting down and watching the game is fun.
It's kind of historic. But enjoying the fruits of my labor is different because I mean you see what I do, like whether people can see it from the outside or not, like I've decided to invest in people, and that's what I've been able to do with the fruits of my labor. Like
Yeah.
I've invested in you, I've invested in JT, I've invested in Mackie, I've invested in Mackie. What do you mean? Mackie got a $500 check last week.
Wow, good job, Mackie.
But my thing is like, I want to invest in people around me that will be inspired by that and continue to grow the idea of what I believe in.
Yeah.
And I think when you break it down to, it's a really simple idea, you know? And we have a beautiful niche in surfing and outside of surfing that I believe can continue to spread across the world. And that's part of what Surfing Every Country is going to do. And that's part of the whole plan. But I've always been someone who has to work harder than most people to get to where I want to get to. And that's probably why I never give myself a break and I never pat myself on the back, because I've always had to, when everyone else is partying or sleeping, I've had to work.
But do you think like taking a little bit of a step back will kind of show you almost that you're worthy? Like we were talking about, like you edit every day and you don't stop, and like you just said, what did you say? Like you never really gave yourself a break because you always felt like you were chasing, like you had to prove yourself. Like, do you think by not being as like, I got to do this, this, and this, it's going to actually show you that you don't need to chase or you don't need to be proving yourself anymore? Or do you think you're just going to be?
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like maybe.
I don't know because I'm not sure.